We're doing it live, folks. I'm gonna get the word out about the stream. We've got so we've got Beton and Ferrx here for you. Ferrx is unfortunately playing Boba Green, but Beton is playing Chirrut Yellow, and I'm excited to see how that works out. He's been playing a lot of Chirrut, and I think this green one is going to be, or this yellow one is going to be interesting. It's basically a now there are two of them deck. We can, I guess, take a look at these lists. So this is Beton's Chirrut list. He's got the now there are two of them that it looks like he's got Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, trying to go in for the Jedi stuff. He's also on the DJ Tech combo in this, which I guess I don't know if there's anything that destroys resources, but it's fun. DJ is just, not a bad unit as a 3/5 anyway, so we'll see if that ends up coming up. He's got the Big Republic Walker in the sideboard, so we'll see if that comes up. And this is Ferrx's list. Boo, boo. The title is very accurate. A disappointment. It is Boba Green, and it does have no new cards in the main deck. And it's got some in the sideboard. It's got that Geonosian Fighter and Unnatural Life. Lots of Geonosian Fighter, and a lot of it in the sideboards in the list of the league. If you want to check out these lists or the rest of the lists from the bracket, you can do that in the description. Both the bracket and the deck list page are linked. I'm still getting the word out about the stream. Should be ready to go. And I'm going to give them the go ahead. All right. Oh, shoot. On this setup, I have to hide this. There we go. All right. So now the game's actually getting started. We got Ferrx on top, Beton at the bottom. I believe both these players are content creators. Beton is part of the Swoop Racers, and Ferrx, I believe, has their own channel. All right, so we're gonna see R2, and R2's been touted by some as like the best card in the game now. I don't know if I agree with that, but he's definitely strong. And Beton's got another two of them here, and he's got a Plo Koon to play with it. He's also got the Jedi lightsaber, which could come down onto this R2. On Ferrx's side, they've got it looks like they've got a ramp card, which I think is what they're gonna go for here. Yep. Having somebody on old stuff will be good for comparison purposes, though. Yeah, I think so. I'm not really booing Ferrx for bringing Boba. So, I mean, this is the big Boba power play. Ferrx has got the Boba flip lined up this turn, plus an armor, plus a barrage. Very strong here. And Beton, it looks like, just went for this this Jedi lightsaber, not for the now there are two of them. It would have been to play a Plo Koon without coordinate or anything to ambush into. So I think it makes sense. And he's managed to stick 10 damage into the base here. And here's the Ki-Adi-Mundi here. And with Ferrx's hand, the Ki-Adi-Mundi actually matters a lot. For those of you that hadn't... Oh, shoot. When an opponent plays their second card, you draw 2 cards. Oh, shoot. Sorry about the camera angle moving. All right. And did Beton miss the... Oh, it's coordinate, sorry. Key is coordinate, so the ability's not on right now. You know, sometimes when I'm looking at set 3 cards, I'm like, dang, these would be really good, except they're bad. All right, so here's Barrage, and that's just going to go ahead and kill that R2. That is an 8 power Barrage, so yeah, 7 into the R2, 1 more into the key. And here's Chirrut. Is there an out to this Boba? Let's see. We're gonna see Jedi Lightsaber come down. That makes this Chirrut 6 power, which effectively can sneak 6 into this Boba, or 4 now and then 6 later. But Beton's just gonna go to base here. I don't know what he could draw here, but I think Beton is just gonna lose this race to the big Boba. Yeah. Unless Ferrx makes attacks with one of the space units first, for instance, and plays into Sentinel. I think it's basically over. Five, 6 to base. No Space Sentinel. That's going to be it. All right, and we're going to game 2. And, I mean, that was a quick one. But Ferrx19 taking the lead with that Boba. So now I guess we can take a look at the list again to look at sideboard decisions. I don't know if there's anything that Ferrx wants to bring in. It looks like, I can see from the screen they're thinking about bringing in the Unnatural Life, which I actually need to refresh myself on what that one actually does. Play a unit that was defeated this phase from your discard pile. It costs 2 less and enters play ready. At the start of the regroup phase, defeat it. So it's a way to get around like removal, I think. Does it ready it? Yeah, it does ready, yeah. And then on Beton's side, he's got, it looks like some heavier things for longer matchups, and also, I'm not sure what that yellow card is. I still don't know all the Twilight cards by name. It is it's the upgrade. What's it called? Shadowed Intentions. It's 3 cost 0/0. Oh, and against the TIE Phantom ability. I don't know if that's going to be the issue here. So I don't think that's going to come in. But I guess we shall see. Game 1 already ended? Yes, it did. Boba's up 1. Here's the bracket for the rest of the top cut here. We already saw one game played. Jamma beat Dylan in a pretty tight best of 3 that is, if you want to watch it now, it's on Prairie Pirates Twitch channel, but it's going to go up on the TTI YouTube in a couple days. Later today / tomorrow, depending on how you count it, at like 4 a.m., we're going to have Vika versus Eroth. That's going to be the Sabine Yellow versus Anakin Blue. A matchup of a new leader versus an old one. So that'll be fun. I'm going to be getting that one. I don't know if we have any others scheduled at the moment, but people are in the process of getting it to happen. And it looks like we're about ready to start game 2 here. No, now there are 2 of them for Beton this time, but no 2-drop for Ferrx. Although, Beton's only 2-drop is this Grogu, which doesn't do much if there's no units out there. Ferrx does have Super Laser Technician, but if Beton doesn't play a unit, like, the Super Laser can't kill itself into Grogu. But it looks like I think no matter what, Beton is going to make some kind of play that makes that happen. Either this Jedi Lightsaber or the Ezra. Jedi Lightsaber was the turn 2 play last game, and it's not going to be this time. We're going to see the Ezra here. All right, we're going into round 3 here. Beton does pick up the another 2 of them, but it's not online right now. On Ferrx's side, oh, we're gonna see. Oh, the like Ferrx can get the flip on the Super Laser here, which is gonna get the flip on Boba, but they don't really have a follow up, or like an amazing one. They can play Boba unit and then attack with Boba and get Greedo, which is fine, but Boba is, you know, known for making bigger plays on this turn. And that could be what Beton needs to turn the corner, is not being super punished here. There's no armor, which is, I think, the biggest thing. Oh, and actually, is Grogu non-leaders? No, Grogu's any unit, so actually Grogu is going to be able to deal with this Boba leader, so it's only going to be the Boba unit. And, oh, yeah, so Beton isn't going to call the Boba unit, which means the only play is going to be Greedo from Ferrx. Although it does leave Ferrx with the option of fire spraying next turn. And then Grogu. Triggers here. Grogu, not a card that saw a ton of play in set 2, sorry. But has sort of seen rejuvenation in these first couple days of the Twilight meta. As mainly because now there are 2 of them being a force unit. But he can be a bit of a force in stopping some of these big plays. Is that going to be... Yeah, just to clear that Grogu, we see a DL44 out of the resource row. And here's the Chirrut. With the Jedi Lightsaber in the hand for... Beton. Playing the Jedi Lightsaber here would actually enable Chirrut to just clear this Greedo with the on attack. And alright, looks like that's not going to be the play though. Going to go Kira into the Greedo. That does play around this Cartel Spacer, which we don't know is in hand, but it does enable the Boba to come down here. Oh, the Chirrut play actually sets up now there are two of them, which is definitely what was happening there. I didn't realize it. So here comes Spacer, and Spacer cannot deal with this Chirrut. So Chirrut is going to kill the Boba in combination with this Luke, and that's the power of now there are two of them. Being able to cheat out this Luke unit early. And you know, Ferrx's deck is able to generate a lead sometimes and just win through that, but they've only done 4 damage, and now we're on the turn where we have 7 resources. And yeah, okay, so the Maul play here is actually pretty solid. Gets rid of the Luke and trades into the Spacer instead of the Maul itself. But Obi-Wan here is a pretty solid response. All right, so there's the Maul into Chirrut. Earned Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan gets the experience on Chirrut, gets the card draw. Maul should have taken 4 damage, right? Or no, he put the 4 damage on Boba. And then, yeah, Boba's just going to trade there for a shield. Village people doing their job. And there's the Jedi lightsaber onto Chirrut with the experience. This Chirrut is now an 8-power beast. Fire spray in response. Okay, so now there's a massive Maul on the table for Ferrx. We'll see if that's enough to get through to win the race against this big Chirrut. Chirrut can still clear here, right? So he can do, yeah, I mean, he can definitely clear the Maul, and he would only take 7 back. So he'd survive. We'll see if Ferrx decides to go that route, or if he decides to race. Or if Beton decides to race, sorry. Me personally, I would probably be killing this Maul. All right, goes aggressive by ramming that village people into the base. And then takes 7 in exchange for that overwhelm. There's R2 going to come in, pitch the takedown. Maybe there's a specific out that Beton is looking for. Picks up a Fell the Dragon, and that is pretty solid here. So, I mean, so Ben does have to deal with this Maul this turn, or he dies, which means the Fell is going to be used here. Ferrx does have a chance to build up their board state with a Vader. Yep. That's going to clear that R2. And, I mean, now Ferrx has got a billion ways to just win this game. Oh, the Beton coming down here is massive, actually. And the Crumb. I don't know if, is Beton on Surprise Strike? I can't remember. But a surprise strike would be big here. But Beton is forced to claim here. Because I don't believe there's any way of healing. Yeah, no. Because that maul right now is lethal. First action. And I think we might be heading for a 2-0 here. We'll see what Beton can get. Yeah, that Beton should be exhausted. Ferrx can just add to their lead with a Greedo here. All right. Village Protectors actually does save Beton's life here for a second. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. So, yeah, there's the Village Protectors. So, Beton is going to trade in to the shield. I think you have to be killing this maul with the Chirrut right now. If you're Beton. Because he can survive, right? Because imagine Greedo goes into the Protectors after that. Yep, so, okay. So, Beton's doing everything right, it looks like. He's going to take 9, but this Chirrut is 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 10 health, so he's not even, like, at the threshold of dying. Oh no, it's actually even less. It actually should just be 7 damage, right? All right, so Luke comes down. Luke clears the fire spray. And Beton is holding on. He's gonna take 6 to the base. 8 theoretically if this armor comes down. Village Protectors was one of the things that kept Beton in this game, and he did draw it. 5, 6. Oh, and Ferrx misses the. Oh no! Okay, there we go. They got the armor eventually. Because that is massive. That means that now any of these units is lethal next round. So Beton has to draw a way to get all of them. And he didn't. And sure, it goes to the base, but that is going to be it. Congratulations to Ferrx19 for taking down this one with Boba. Valiant effort by Beton here, trying to make sure it work, but now there are 2 of them, just not not doing enough. Ferrx says that they hate that this deck is still good. Yeah. All right, well, that's going to be it for this one. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're American, I hope you go out and vote today. I'm not going to say for who, but do it. And if you're European, please don't. And because that's illegal. And that's it. And of course, always remember to take the initiative.